Hello, tiny people living inside my computer. I'm Finn, and welcome to the 4th episode of the world's loneliest podcast, the podcast where it's dark, lonely, and I'm your host. I've got a lot to talk about. I had a bit of a week, so I've got a lot to talk about. But I'm going to start with what I think has the best retention, because you guys leave too often, like everyone else in life. So I was in a car accident. There were no other cars involved. It was just me. But yeah, I whipped this hoe. I was on a gravel road, and though I live in the country, you'd think I've been on a couple. Haven't been on one before. And I'm on the gravel road, and I'm taking left, right. There's a bunch of turns. And then I just whipped that bitch into a full 180 and went up a hill and fucked my bumper. And the guy who was in my passenger seat, my cousin, no injuries whatsoever. He barely got any whiplash. Me, on the other hand, my shin slammed up against the gimmick where the pedals and stuff are, so it's all swollen, and then my knee busted on my steering wheel, and it's got a bunch of marks on it and stuff. I don't know if they'll show. The lighting's kind of making it a little difficult, but there's a bunch of marks and stuff, cuts basically. And my arm flew up and slammed into this gimmick right here. You can't see over there, the top of the window, and my window was down, so my arm flew up and cracked against that. But I'm very sore and whiplashed, so I'm in a lot of pain. Luckily, my cousin didn't get hurt at all, so at least I don't have to worry about hurting someone else. But yeah, I was in that, and then I got in trouble for that with the people I live with, even though it's my vehicle and stuff, and I'm the person who got hurt and whatnot. But I got in trouble, yay. Oh, next note, my hair looks really bad. I'm sorry. Usually when I wake up, it puffs up, but when I get sweaty and it's puffed up like that, it kind of poofs more, and it feels really heavy, and it's really hot here in Arkansas right now. So I just, putting it up makes it feel heavy and causes a little bit of uncomfortable something, so it's down. I know I look like I listened to Tyler, the Creator, and I'm sorry. But I've got a lot of stuff to talk about today, guys. I got a lot to talk about. So we're gonna get into it. So the next thing I want to get into is stuff about my dad, cause that continues. Yeah. So to begin, he has a girlfriend, and she's really sweet, and I think she's a good gal, and I like her. She's good people. But everything she does makes him freak out on her. The simplest, her cleaning something and then apologizing, her apologizing will get him to freak out. Or she smokes cigarettes, and he is always throwing little jabs at her about it and getting onto her for it, but you're an ex-dopehead, shut the fuck up, and shit like that. And he keeps pushing things at her, you are doing blank and that's bad for you. She drank coffee, and some people, when they drink coffee, they get a little hype. The caffeine's kind of sends them on a little ooh, a little excitement. And him seeing that immediately interpreted as, you're doing drugs. Fuck you. And that was a very fun weekend for me, because that's all my weekend was. Fuck. Also, I'm drinking water, because I should do that more. Monday, my dad, and we went to a place called Staff Mart, which is like a parent business, they own a bunch of businesses, and we both got jobs. But the thing was weird because when we got there, they were like, hey, you have a job here. Because I put in applications and stuff like a year and a half ago. And they worked. Car. So, long story short, what happened was they accepted my application and stuff and were like, here a job. But they sent it to like the wrong email and the wrong phone number and stuff. So I've had a job with them for like a year and didn't know. So that's a little messy. But I think we got it fixed, so I might have a job. It's been a little bit, but maybe job? Maybe? And then he got his stuff signed up, and then the moment he got signed up, another a window installing place was like, hey, work for us, we give you good money. So now he's doing that, I guess. There's something else from that story. Oh, my dad just gets to take my truck now, cause it is mine, and it's gonna be like written over to me and stuff whenever I can pay to have a vehicle. You know, insurance is a bitch. Hello, car. But currently it's not legally mine, so he just is able to take it and do whatever. So he drives it and stuff, and during the day he drives it and then drops it off at a place in like an hour away, and then gets a work truck from there, and then my truck sits at a place all day. For those who don't know, the window to my left right now, my driver's back door window, it doesn't go down. It's broken. It doesn't go up. It's stuck down. So my vehicle is just sitting in a parking lot all day, every day, with the window down. So, you know, if somebody decides to steal it, fuck me. My dad also leaves the key in the ignition point. He doesn't have it turned, but he leaves it in there. So if somebody wanted to, they could just fucking go through the back window and get in and drive off. But yeah, he just is able to have my vehicle all the time, which means I can't go anywhere or do anything. So like whenever I need food or whatever and we don't have anything, I just have to walk to like the nearest place where there's food, which is like the closest one is half a mile away, which isn't very long, but like I don't want to walk out there in the heat all day. Also, it means I don't get to leave home, so like if there's loud noises and stuff in there that's causing me to have like these sensory problems or whatever, I just kind of have to deal with it, which sucks because I'm used to being able to like get into the truck and like go to a park or whatever and just sit for a bit. I can't do that, which is extremely upsetting because, you know, I want to be comfortable and I can't really do that stuck here, which I got more stuff about dad things, I just can't think about it because I'm bad at brain. I had another thing about him. If I come up with it, I'll think about it. I don't remember. Hello, people in the phone, in the camera. Hi. I want to talk about something. The last episode of the podcast, episode 3, did extremely well. It got similar views and stuff as the first episode, which is extremely helpful, as the second episode didn't do that well. I hope this episode does well, but I just want to give that quick little thank you to you guys, because it means a lot to me whenever you guys are very interactive with the stuff I make, and it got good views and so many comments and likes and whatnot, and I appreciate it. Car? Aww. That's a bike. That's not a car. Hello, Mr. Bike. That boy music loud. But thank you. And with that out of the way, more YouTube things. This is the segment of the podcast where I talk about YouTube. For those who don't know, YouTube is one of my hyperfixations. Not only do I do it, I watch a lot of it, and I research a lot of it, and I just really, really like YouTube. And I feel like, under certain circumstances, I could do this pretty well. Current circumstances, but I love YouTube, and I got a lot to say about YouTube. So, the first part of this little YouTube thing I gotta say, YouTube has been doing better. And what I mean by that is, like, YouTube has been... I'm gonna turn this little light off, because it's making me upset. I keep staring at it. YouTube has been fixing a lot of issues, and a lot of them are the issues that, like, I have personally looked at and gone like, oh, that's a little iffy, that's a problem, I don't like that. And I've pointed that out to people like Amidon, who you can find at Amidon Beans. Go watch him. He's gained like 4 subs since I've started talking about him, which isn't a lot. It's not enough. People go see him. But love that fucker. Like, I've pointed out a lot of issues with YouTube, and I've also pointed out certain ways. I don't know how to fix everything. I'm not going to pretend that I'm some genius. But I've pointed out, like, this is a thing that you could do to help with that. And they've done a lot of that sort of stuff. Not, like, down to a T. I don't think I'm a genius and that I have stuff figured out or that I could do it better than anybody. But, like, a lot of the stuff that I've been like, this is an issue. I wish they'd do something about it. They've noticed it's an issue and done something about it. So, very nice. They've also been doing a lot of stuff that helps with smaller channels, which is extremely helpful. To me, obviously, because I'm a smaller channel, but it's also helpful to all the other small channels on YouTube. And I believe the amount of channels on YouTube, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's in the billions now. I'd have to look it up, but it's a lot, and most of them aren't big, but, so that's very nice that they've been helping out smaller channels, and that makes me really happy. I'll kill something. There's a bug. I hate bugs. Oh my god, I might freak out. I don't know how to say it. There's a phobia of like insects and stuff. I don't do bugs. And there was one on my screen, and I had to run away for a minute and stuff. I'm here. I don't do bugs. What in the fuck? What in the fuck? I might record this elsewhere. Hi people. It's been maybe 20 minutes. Sorry about the flare. I can turn this. I was in the truck and I heard a freaky noise and I had just like swatted bugs, so I freaked out because I am afraid of those. I don't know if I brought that up or not. I probably did. So I ran away, and then I forgot that I left the computer in there. So that was not perfect. So I'm currently just outside of a church. That car's loud. But yeah, I'm currently outside of a church. So shout out to God, I guess. Shouts out. I think I was talking about YouTube things. I like YouTube. YouTube is doing well. I think they're doing good things to fix the site and good things to help smaller creators grow and to help like communities as a whole, which I think is nice. I appreciate that. And I also want to bring up that we're approaching my trying to think. Yeah, we're approaching my 12-year anniversary of being here on this platform. Not on this channel. That car's also going really fast and breaking the speed limit of the area we're in. It's October, I think, 4th. I don't actually remember. But October strikes 12 years of me doing stuff on YouTube. And I think that's really sick. I don't know what I'm gonna do, because that's also November 3rd or something like that is like the first video on this channel. So, and I think October is the anniversary of the first video on my last channel. So that little time frame is kind of important to me in my journey here. So I think that's sick. That makes me happy. But yeah, that's nice. It makes me feel good. Yay. Next segment. Hello, peoples. I have dogs in my house. Well, not in my house, but at my house. I've got the tiny little baby, like the little, what are they called? Teacup? The teacup chihuahua. She's sweet and all, but now there's 2 big dogs in my backyard. There's my aunt's dog, who's sweet. She's really dumb, like me, but she's sweet, and I really like her. Her name's Trixie. She's fucking adorable. There's a car coming. It's an SUV, and he's not moving very fast. It's loud, though. But she's cool. And then my dad's gal pal, her dog, Petey, is so cool. He's the same dog as the girl, Trixie. I don't know what they are, but, like, they're the same dog. But he's, like, so much bigger than she is. Like, he's probably 30 pounds heavier. He's such a big, chonky man. In his head, it looks like the head of, like, a python, like a snake. It's so cool. I love dogs, and they make me so happy. They make me a happy little being. They make me a happy guy. They make me want to hug the dog. I like the dog. I'm a big dog fan. But yeah, I got dogs at my house, and it's awesome. I fucking love dogs. I want a dog. Amidon's dog is awesome. Yappy, I want to pet that dog, and then I want to pretend to put that dog in a chokehold and have her kick the shit out of me, because it always happens. But I'm a big dog fan. I like dogs. I just like dogs. Hi there. I'm back. My thing messed up, but I'm here. Updates for movement. I should be moving in the next couple months. It'll probably be October, maybe November. I don't know. Because I gotta get, like, appointments done, and I got the stuff with my teeth I gotta do, and then my autism assessments and stuff. I gotta get all that done first. But we're getting closer. There's another car going, so I have to wait on him. Because that boy moving. He's slowing down, so he might turn. Yep. But yeah, movement will be happening. When movement happens, content happens. Because whenever I'm not busy 24/7 with family bullshit, I can make things. Not only can I make things here on the Finn's Folly channel, I'll also get to help with stuff over at Amit and Beans. Go fucking subscribe to Amit and Beans. And mine and his group channel, which we plan to have other people come on, Mega House Studios, which is fucking dope. We haven't made shit yet, but we do have lots of ideas, and we've made shit together. If you want to see the stuff we've made together, you can go to my old channel, finn.png, or you could go to Amadon's channel over at Amit Beans, and you can scroll back and you can find a bunch of stuff with me in it. But those are like little tidbits of the type of stuff that we will be making together, because we've got a lot of ideas. We've got a joint podcast together called Size Matters, because he's extremely tall and I'm extremely short. Haha, funny penis joke. But that's that, and we're gonna do that, and we have a bunch of other like ideas for like shows we want to do, and there's like random videos of us like playing games and board games and reacting to stuff and cooking and whatever. We just want to make stuff because we love making shit. We love recording ourselves do dumb shit, and we want to do that a lot. But alongside content being better, I will be able to be more of myself, which means you guys will get more of an unfiltered version of me. It means I'm going to be a lot more positive in the way that I look at my surroundings and at those around me, which means that I'm going to have better attitudes towards this, which means you guys are going to get a version of me that's more, I don't want to say good, but a version of me that is happier, I guess. So that's fun, and I'm super excited not only to be in that situation and be happier and all that, but also to be able to show people how happy I am. Because not only are you guys going to be shown, but like my best friend, anybody in my family who I continue to talk to, any other friends, my partner, whatever. It's just, it is stuff that I think is good for me, and when other people are able to see that it's good for me, it'll be good for them. I feel like I'm rambling, so I'm gonna shut the fuck up. New angle. Not being cooped up in the truck does give me a little bit more room to like pick out angles and stuff to record at, so that's kind of neat. I think I hear a car. Anyways, that's a cigarette. Why is that here at church? That's weird. Thanks God, I guess. But hello. Wrestling news time. If you don't like wrestling, skip ahead a few minutes. I don't have too much to say this time. Like, genuinely just like 5 minutes should do. I don't have a lot to say. It's only, not a lot has happened. So to begin, God, I'm in love with Bryan Danielson. He's the greatest professional wrestler of all time, and I am blessed to have been alive to watch Bryan Daniel Bryan wrestle. Currently, they're getting ready for him to be in a like 6-man tag, and I think it's Double or Nothing, which is AEW's like big yearly pay-per-view. But I love Danielson. He's the greatest in-ring performer of all time. I love that fucker. I want him to kick me, not in like a weird kinky way. It's his gimmick. He kicks people's heads off. It's his gimmick. I want to be kicked by him in like a match. But yeah, love Danielson, and I am so happy I got to like be here for his like last run before retiring. Next thing, Double or Nothing, a fucking like a deathmatch style situation is going on. It's a barbed wire steel cage, so that's gonna be fucking dope. Is there another thing on that card I care about? Oh yeah, Moxley and fuck, how do you pronounce his name? Oh no, I hate whenever I can't pronounce a Japanese man's name. It makes me feel like an asshole. I'm sorry. I'm gonna look it up. Is it Takeshita? I think it's Takeshita. I have to look this up. Hold up. Fucking John Moxley versus Takeshita? I think it's Takeshita. I feel like I might... Oh, I don't have internet. I forgot. I'm pretty sure it's Takeshita. I don't know how you pronounce it perfectly, but I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Takeshita. Takeshita? I'm bad at pronunciation. I apologize. My dumb little autistic brain doesn't work. This is a goofy fucking image. This is awesome. But that's gonna be fun. So, AW stuff out of the way. Big dub. I'm a Fed guy. I like WWE. They're my company. Well, them and Stardom, but Stardom's not as mainstream. Gunther is going into the finals of the King of the Ring, which makes me think Randy Orton's winning on SmackDown, which means I get Orton and Gunther, which will be a fucking banger. That match is gonna slam. That match is going to fucking slap. I am so very excited for that match. Is there other matches on that card I give a fuck about? The match, it's gonna be, how do you pronounce, I'm bad at names. Valkyria, maybe? I'm really bad at pronouncing names, I'm sorry. But, fucking great wrestler, former NXT Women's Champion, and she fucking got the upset on Io Sky, and she's going to the finals of the Queen of the Ring tournament. She'll either face Bianca Belair or Nia Jax. If she faces Nia Jax, I feel like she's... all three of them could win, honestly, and I'd be happy. Valkyria as Queen of the Ring would be cool. Nia would be a fun heel as Queen of the Ring. She'd be a really, like, annoying heel in, like, a good way. And then Bianca would be extremely fun as a face, and then I feel like she'd turn heel on Jade and use the Queen gimmick as the reason. I love... Nia and Bianca is gonna be a fun match because Bianca's whole gimmick is that she's fucking strong as shit, and Nia's a big fucking girl, so that's gonna be a fun match. And then I don't really care who wins that one, because if it's Bianca versus Valkyria, it's gonna be a good match. If it's Nia versus Valkyria, it could be a good match. They're both good. Nia's getting better, and I'm really happy that she is, because I've always been one of those people who didn't hate Nia Jax, but she's been getting better. So good. All three of them could win, and I'd be happy. I'm not gonna complain. If I had to pick one, I'd probably say Bianca, because then you get Bianca as queen and Jade on the sideline, and then there's a reason for them to feud. But all three could happen and make me a happy little fucking bitch. And then final match of that card that I care about is the world title match. Logan Paul and Cody Rhodes is going to be a banger. My money's on Cody winning. Like, there's no fucking way Logan beats him. But should be a really good match. Because though I hate him as a person, Logan Paul's a great fucking wrestler. He shouldn't be, but he is. And Cody's also fucking great. And I'm a Cody crybaby forever. Also put up the ones. Fucking love you, Roman. Please save us. So that's going to be the end of the wrestling portion of this, because I got more shit to do and say. Bottle bubble. Hi. I want to talk about, there's a segment that I brought up, and I believe it was episode 1, could have been episode 2, and I was like, I want to talk about YouTubers I really like, and their content, and what I like about what they make. And today's I'm gonna start that. I'm gonna do 2 creators today, and then next week I might do 2, I might do 3, I don't know. I guess it just depends. We'll figure out how this goes, and if you guys are into it. Both channels are way fucking bigger than me, and that's okay. And if 3 people see this, and they hear that name and they go see that person, fucking dope. If nobody does, shit. So, the first one I'm going to do is a YouTuber who's had their name changed, sort of. Soup. Used to be Sniping Soup, now it's just Soup. I fucking love Soup's videos. He makes kind of a variety of stuff, so I guess I'll pick and choose little bits. Whenever it comes to stuff that's more him-based and not like a friend group, I love the GTA RP videos, where he goes into like GTA 5 RP servers, and he trolls, but like he's not like a piece of shit. He's not like doing stuff that like ruins people's experience. It's like, it's fun and it's funny. And it's him. Sometimes Yummy's there, sometimes Trippy's there, sometimes it's his buddy Ethan. But it's always fun. And he's got so many like long-term bits, because I've been watching him for years. And he's been making the GTA RP videos since, I think, 2020, maybe 2019, I can't remember, I'm bad at math. But I've been watching him since, I think, like July 2020. I've been watching him since like 2018, but I've been watching the RP videos since like October of 2020, I think. But there's so many like long-running jokes, like Monkey Man, which is a joke I stole. I love doing the Monkey Man thing. It's basically just it's Scott Stapp of Creed, like that, with your arms wide open, like that sort of like speaking. And he's in like, his like character is just like a Bigfoot, and it's just him talking like that. And so fucking funny. I love the Monkey Man gimmick. And then he's like, it's always just like him talking about like pegging someone, or like like an admin will tell him to like change his outfit or whatever, and he'll be like, I'm gonna peg you daddy, or whatever. It's really fun. It's not like anything special. There's 100 other people that do it, but he does it the best. And it's not something that like makes me think, and it doesn't make me like, it doesn't like touch my creativity bones, but it makes me laugh. It's some of the funniest shit in the world. If you haven't seen those, please go watch them. Another thing of Soup's that I absolutely fucking adore is every once in a while he'll do something musical. He has been a part of 3 songs with The Do, 2 of which have come out. Grenade in the Gravy and Yo-Ho Peg the Poop Deck. They both sound stupid. Watch them. They're good, I promise. One's like a Pitbull style house song The other is, I would call it like metal, maybe leaning a bit screamo, and it's really good. Both of those are bangers. And on top of that, Soup has a band. Also part of the Moan Boys. He's part of the Moan Boys, which is sort of a band. It's just a bunch of those YouTubers who were like friends and they made a couple songs together. But he has his own band called Slackjaw. And Slackjaw's fucking dope. It's a metal band. It's a metal band and it's super fucking cool. Their song Caught in the Crossfire is like it's not my top 10 songs of all time. It could possibly be top 20. I fucking love Into the Crossfire. No, In the Crossfire. Is it? No, Caught in the Crossfire. But Slackjaw overall very fun. If I lived closer, I would go see them in person because I feel like it would fucking slap. I've seen videos and stuff on Soup's Instagram. It seems like it would bang. But I'm a big fan of Soup's music stuff. Alongside the music, I'm also just a really big fan of like the videos he makes on like random games here or there. Like he did stuff on Content Warning. He played Lethal Company. He did some shit with I'm trying to remember what it was called, Splitgate. He didn't play a lot of Splitgate, but he played a little bit, and like those are always fun. And then his bread and butter, which is like CS:GO or Rainbow Six Siege, or like easy shooters, I would call them. And it's just him and some friends being stupid. It's just him and McNasty, Blarg, Yummy, The Dew, fucking, who else is in those? Trippy, fucking, I'm trying to think. Ethan pops up in those every once in a while. Fucking Grizzy, Pezzy, just all those fuckers. And that shit's so funny. It's like, if you've ever seen the Stolen Jokes format, where it's like GTA 5 racing, and then randomly it's like a bunch of guys saying some like fucked joke that's like very offensive, but like it's obvious it's a joke sort of thing, that's probably the Goons, or like some of their friends. Fucking, they were definitely the birthplace of that, like, content. Get off of me, bug. Try to set this shit up. Is everything breaking? To continue, they just have really good chemistry, and sometimes they'll break into song, or they'll come up with, like, some offensive jokes or something. It's just always, it's a good time. And there's so many there's so many years of just backlogging of that it took me, like, 9 months to, like, get through it all. And then there's some that are on, like, other people's channels that are also him, and it's just real fun. It's got there's just a lot of genuine, like, friendship behind it, and you can tell how all the guys, like, genuinely like each other and shit. But that's fun, and that's the reasons I love Soup by him, like, on that channel. But also his live stuff is really fun. He streams a lot, and that shit is very fun. And then it's usually the same sort of stuff. But then he also streams with his buddy Ethan, or Ethernet, and they react to memes or TikToks or whatever the fuck. And they have such good chemistry. They've known each other since they were fucking kids. But they have really good chemistry, and they sit on the couch and they just fucking watch memes. And it reminds me of being in, like, middle school and showing a funny video to, like, my friends. But I love that. It's so goddamn fun. It's so real. But it's just so genuine. I think everything about Soup, part of the reason I just love him is, like, it's all, a lot of it's jokes, but, like, outside of the jokes and stuff, he's just a guy. Like, he doesn't have, like, too much of a gimmick. He's just a fucking dude. Like, I feel like if you wanted to give him, like, a gimmick, it would just be that he's fucking Southern. Damn! And this is the end of me talking about Soup. I promise. I know I've cut camera 4 times. But the last thing I want to say about Soup is I really love the Goons podcast. It's one of the only podcasts I can, like, sit down and watch weekly. Most of them I get really bored of. But it's him, McNasty, Blarg and the Do, and I think they've got amazing chemistry, and I think they're really funny, and they do all sorts of bits, not only verbally for people listening on like Spotify or whatever, but also they do a lot of stuff with like their cameras, and they do all sorts of stuff with the editing and whatnot. It's very fun. McNasty's done this bit for a long ass time, where he's a faceless YouTuber, and his camera is obviously blurred, so you cannot see him. And he's very, very slowly been letting the blurriness go down to the point where like you can sort of tell what he looks like. Like, obviously you can't see exactly how he looks, but like you can put it together. But they do all sorts of bits and stuff on there that are fun, and their guests are always fun, like Oompaville, or fucking they invite Ethernet or Yummy or whatever, but it's always somebody who fits in and like adds to the charisma and whatnot, and I think that's great. I think that's fun. It's very nice. Very nice. I don't know if this angle is gonna look good, so we'll see. Or if you'll be able to hear me. I guess we'll find out when I'm down here, right? I can't tell what this looks like or if you can hear me, so we're just gonna hope you can hear me. And if not, I apologize, and skip ahead to figure out a part where I'm not this far away or whatever. I don't know. Second channel I'm gonna talk about, because I said I'd talk about two. Second channel I want to talk about. It's kind of hot out here. I'm coming back up. Wobble. Second channel I'm gonna talk about is get that off of there. Second channel, fucking goddamn. Why do these keep turning on when I go to the gym? It's gonna make me cry. Wah. Guess I'm just gonna sit over here by these fucking steps for a little while and go crazy from the noises. So, next channel I want to talk about is New Legacy Inc., which is a bunch of fucking dudes being guys. A bunch of guys being dudes. A couple guys being gay. New Legacy Inc. is a wrestling channel. And it's just dope. It's just a bunch of dudes being guys and guys being dudes. They've been making YouTube stuff since, I think it was 2009. They've got a little under 200,000 subs, I think. But it's just like a bunch of dudes being guys. Very rarely will you find a video on their channel where it's just one of them. It's almost always 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of these guys. And they're just boys. They're just guys. And they stream a lot, and they post videos a lot. And they do these like yearly or like bi-yearly like events. They do a thing called Royal Rumble-thon, which is 30 Royal Rumbles of 30 people. And the 30 winners go to a big rumble. And then there's like a bracket for the losers and stuff. And there's all sorts of fun shit in that. And then they do like a by the numbers video that's really fun. And then do the Elimination Chamber Eliminator, which is 6 elimination chambers. The 6 winners go into an elimination chamber, and one becomes the winner. And then they do the Kingiest of the Ringiest, which is 16 King of the Rings, which then becomes the 16 winners in a King of the Ring tournament. And it's fun, and I think they've done it. I think they only did that one once. They might have done it twice, though. But they do all sorts of stuff like that, and then they do collaborations with 2K, which is the company that currently owns the rights to make the WWE's video games. And they make all sorts of fun shit with 2K. They also collaborate with a lot of wrestlers. Dakota Kai. Why am I bad at names? Andrew Everett. They mess around with Xavier Woods, who you may also know as why am I bad at names? Xavier Woods is Consequences Creed, who is Austin Creed. And Austin Creed runs the channel Up Up Down Down, which is a channel where he invites other professional wrestlers to like play video games and shit. Trying to think, because I'm bad at things. I'm bad at thinking. But yeah, the New Legacy boys are incredibly funny. I find them incredibly entertaining. I especially love their series where they played Wrestling Revolution 3D, where they played as Andrew Everett, who they know, and they just bully him, and they fucking, like, they give him a moveset where, like, every single move is random, and it's full of long-term bits and stupid storytelling. I'm also a big fan of their playthrough of Wrestling Empire as Poiple the Clown and Poiple the Clown Jr., which is just, if you don't think that's funny already, you don't have a soul. But New Legacy are great. I fucking love those guys. And then they have associated channel of Deadlock. The Deadlock podcast is Johnny of New Legacy, Tony Pizza Guy, and CM Pulse, all three wrestling content creators who have a podcast together. And then the podcast and their love of wrestling just kept growing and growing. And now they have an actual pro wrestling, like, they have like an indie fed called DPW, Deadlock Pro Wrestling, and it's pretty fucking good. Their world title looks good, and they know how to push guys who are over, unlike some wrestling companies. But yeah, big shouts out to fucking, huge shouts out to New Legacy, and huge shouts out to Sniping Soup, and all the channels that I listed alongside them. Big shouts out to Deadlock and Tony Pizza Guy and CM Pulse, Creed on Up Up Down Down. Big shouts out to Soup. Big shouts out to McNasty and Do, Blarg, Yummy, Ethernet, Trippy, Pezzy, Grizzy, all those fuckers. Droid. I feel like I'm forgetting Puffer, Smitty. Just big shout out to all those guys. Good channels, good content, very fun, very fun. I like, very nice, very good. I enjoy, yes. Hello guys, and welcome to the part of the podcast where I talk about my partner, because I like them a lot. This past week was extremely worrying, because I didn't hear anything from my beautiful partner Jasmine, my little suicide bomber. I didn't hear anything from them for like a genuine week. And like, if they don't say anything for like a couple hours, I don't care. Like, that's fine. And if a day goes by, it's like, okay, it's a day. That's cool. So we both forgot to talk or whatever. But after a day, I start to worry. And we didn't talk. I was sending messages and not getting a response for 7 days. And I was like, oh shit, what is happening? What is going on here? And then they got back to me and stuff and were like, hey, are you okay? Because I posted a Snap story about the car accident. I was like, ow, what fuck? And of course, first thing they did whenever they got home, I'll explain, they digging through Snapchat and trying to get your fucking stuff, and I see that, boom. And they were trying to text me beforehand. It's not like they just randomly saw my Snap thing, and that's why, like, they sent me a message before and then saw my Snap thing. And they're like, oh my fucking god, are you okay? And I was like, are you okay? I haven't talked to you in a fucking week. Are you alive? They was in rehab, which makes me feel nice because it means they got help. Currently, that beautiful individual is not having a great time. So I don't want to sit and rest on the whole, like, ow, my partner's not doing great. Neither am I. But on this channel, we love Jasper. So we say that little gay ball is doing okay and planning to do better. But I, as a former addict of a bunch of things and surrounded by addicts that are not former, I get that rehab is important. So I'm very happy, and it makes me feel nice, and it makes me feel nice about my partner's safety, which is always good. Because if you have a partner and you don't want them to be safe, you need to fucking figure some shit out, because something's wrong with you. But yeah, the updates are relationship still intact, very happy people together. It's just one of us was dealing with something and had to deal with it in certain ways, and where that person is moving through it. I want to use this as an opportunity to express that if you or someone you know are dealing with any sort of addiction, that understanding that it isn't okay is okay, and that you shouldn't feel bad about yourself or embarrassed, and you should be able to you are able to have the things at your disposal to figure things out and to get help. Always talk to people you love and to people who care about you, because there are some out there, whether you know it or not, somebody out there cares about you. I sure do. And I want to use this as an opportunity to say get help. I want to use this as an opportunity to say, if you think it's right for you, go to rehab, talk to somebody, seek help from exterior sources, alongside the ones that you have around you currently. Because you are, whether you notice it or not, you are we are privileged to have options to fix that. So if you have the option to go to rehab or anything, understand that not everybody does, and that it can be amazing for you, and you should try it. So yeah, that's my note on rehabilitation systems. Hi, I moved because I didn't like sitting down on the wet concrete, so now I'm squatting, and you're on the wet concrete, pussy. Today's update, hairline. Is it better? Is it worse? We're about to find out. It's high. It's really high up. It's really high up, but it's doing better. For those who don't know, I has a widow peak. Whoa. There's people with widow peaks that come down here. I'm very lucky that mine isn't too bad. I just have a really high hairline. And it's not receding currently, but it could, and I hope it doesn't, because I like hair. And as a pretty little lady, I need hair. Or I need hair. Not every woman needs to have hair. I've seen some pretty women without hair. And it also doesn't mean that men shouldn't have hair. It's just I'm a lady who wants to have hair, so that's why I said it. But, yeah. Faux head update. I'm going to talk to my doctors, because my hair is extremely thick, but it isn't as thick as it was, and my hairline isn't moving at all currently, but it could. So I'm going to talk to a doctor about that. And worst case scenario, they say, your hair's fucked. Take finasteride. And then I'm like, oh, that's cool. What does this do? It fixes your hair, pussy. And then I take it, and it goes, whoa, 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 and I get hair. Best case scenario, they go, oh, you're fine. But I'd like to get on it now, before I'm 30, and have a giant spot here or here. Was that lighting, or was that my head? That's lighting, right? Oh my god, that scared me. I was like, oh, do I have a bald spot? Oh, no. I don't, but that scared the shit out of me. Oh, do I? Oh, I'm scared. Father, no. But yeah, I want to figure that out, because I don't want to go bald. I like my hair. My hair's pretty when it grows out. Have you seen it? You're gonna, because this shit's coming in. But yeah, that's my notation on that and my hairs, because I grow my hair. Can you do the face again? I look like a doll. Was I gonna talk? Fuck. Please pause. This is This is the part of the podcast where I self-promo more. First things first, go to the Discord. The link for the Discord will be in the close to the top of the description. Check us out. It's just me, Amadon, and then a bunch of the viewers. Nobody's in it that isn't a viewer that I know of. Somebody might have invited their friend or something, but it's viewers. but it's real fun. We talk a lot on there. That joint's about to turn on again and scare me, and I'm gonna fall. But we get on there. We have multiple conversations all the time. We had multiple conversations today. Some fun ones, too. Mostly about music. It was very nice. But there's all sorts of meme stuff going on. There's a bunch of stuff about food. There's stuff about aminals. And then there's just stuff about you guys. Because yes, it's my Discord, but I don't want it to just be about me. Because I think that's really fucked. So come check out the Discord. And if you're not interested already, we got a Minecraft server, baby, put together by Floris. Hi, Flory boy. I love you. If my heart wasn't taken by another, I would be yours, oh Lord. But yeah, shout out Floris for putting together a mod pack and a server and shit. You absolute goat. But yeah, we got a Minecraft server. So come over to the Discord and check out the Minecraft server. It's fucking dope. Or so I've heard, because I can't get my computer to run Minecraft, especially not with other people. It runs like a 2003 slideshow. But, yeah, check out the Discord and check out the Minecraft server. It's fun, guys. I literally promise it's fucking dope, okay, dude? It's literally fucking dope. Whoa. I wanted to stand up, so I changed the camera thing again. Also, I started doing camera cuts to change, like, segments, because I felt that it's, like, helpful for differentiating the times of which I'm talking about shit. So, like, if you're watching one of these, and the camera changes, or whatever, know it means that the subject changed. So if you're skimming through, you'll notice when things change. It also makes it easier for me to look at it. One of the lights turned off. That's a little freaky. That didn't scare me at all, I promise. It definitely scared me. What was I gonna talk about? I got content. Content? Yeah, baby, I got content. Content time, bubba. So, I got multiple things of content. You get the... That's enough. Stop looking, horn dog. Oh, fuck, my phone keeps pulling my pants down. But I got content to talk about, baby. So, now I'm the Do. This is my The Do cosplay. So, basically I'm Monkey. Can I turn the camera to where I can stand here? Oh yeah, I can just step down. I'm stupid. Content, baby. I got multiple things of content. First thing of content, I got this idea. Because I love Spider-Man. I adore Spider-Man. Spider-Man is like my fucking thing. I love Spider-Man. It's like my gimmick. Now, I love Spider-Man, and I love Spider-Man movies and games and all that. And I may have put together my idea for like a Spider-Man movie, or two, or maybe a trilogy, or maybe 2 trilogies. Okay, maybe it's like 7 or 8. Fine, it's 8 movies, fuck. You got me. But yeah, I love Spider-Man, and I put together my idea for like a bunch of Spider-Man movies. It's not part of like a big connected universe. There are other people in it. Like I include the Fantastic Four, and I fuck with Daredevil and shit. But like it's not like a MCU style thing. It's just Spider-Man and friends, because I like Spider-Man and friends, and I want to make videos about it. But I'm always worried that because everything's low quality and I don't have like editing and that it's just not gonna be good. But fuck it, I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna start working on, because I already have like the ideas and stuff, but I'm gonna start working on how I'm gonna make it into content after this, and hopefully within a week or so I can get the first one out. Because I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do like movie 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh god, I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, and that's a trilogy, and it's like it's all one story, like together, but like it's individual. You get it. You know how movies work. But it's 1, 2, 3, and then after I do 1, 2, and 3, I'll like take those 3 and combine them into one video, I guess. And then I'll do second trilogy, 1, 2, 3, and then combine. And then I still have to figure out if I want to make it 7 or 8, because I think having it be 7 is just better for pacing reasons, but I feel like you have to stuff a lot at the end, but I'll figure it out. But that's really sick, and it's really fun, and I'm excited, and I am going through currently and getting, like, the reference images of, like, here's the way I want this person to look. Like, I want this version of Norman Osborn, and I want this version of fucking, like, oh no, I'm bad at names. Oh no. Matt Gargan. Like picking what version of each, like, villain and hero and stuff I want. Alongside, I have some actors that I know who I want, and others who I don't. And I'd have to, like, figure that out afterwards, or later. But I've got ideas, and I think that would be really fun content. I feel like that'd be extremely fun. I think it'd be very good for, like, interaction, because I'm not gonna make, like, a movie, you know, unless, but, like, I'm not gonna make, like, a shitty hour-and-a-half long film. It's just gonna be me being like, here's what I would do. Here's who I want to be, these characters. Here's the main story and story beats and shit. I just think that's neat, and I think it's good interaction, because it's gonna be like, here's what I think this character should be and how they should act, and here's a person who I think could play them well, and da-da-da-da-da. And then you guys can be like, that's nice, I like this one, that's a good idea, that's a fun act choice. Wait a minute, Spider-Man ends up with who? You know what I'm saying? But I think it's fun. I think it's good. I think it's good, easy, harmless fun. And because I'm not making it all at once, and I have my ideas and stuff, but, like, obviously I'm open to suggestions. If the first episode comes out and you're like, oh, that's sick, I think you should do this in the future, I can go, oh, it's kind of hot. What the fuck? I'm sorry, y'all. I really don't like bugs, and some big-ass bug just slammed against that wall. I'll fucking knock a bug out, bruh. I don't do bugs. That water dripping's gonna drive me fucking crazy, by the way. I've been listening to it for like an hour. I've been over here for a minute. I keep taking pauses because I can't think. But yeah, that's the content numero uno. That's the Spider-Man gimmick. Next gimmick. Next thing, just content. I'll knock a bug bitch out, motherfucker. I stomp on your ass. Don't ever touch me again. I don't do bugs, bruh. Keep them things off me. Next content gimmick I want to talk about. I probably said that 4 times by now. I've been working on a one-man, no-crowd comedy show. And I've been working on how to put it together. And I've gotten most of my jokes written. I've gotten, like, ideas for stuff, and currently all I need is my fucking house to not have 13 fucking people in it. Because I've done the audio testing and stuff. I figured out where I want to record it and how I'm gonna, like, stage the camera and stuff, and I've got, like, things ready on this little device to like, I can press a button and, like, a fucking, like, soundtrack of, like, people laughing, like, that sort of thing. And I'm not gonna use that to be like, oh, I'm at a live studio. It's gonna be making fun of me. It's gonna be like, here's a joke, and then, like, not like that, but, like, you get it. But, like, a laugh track sort of thing, and, like, there's gonna be other shit to it. But I think it's fun. I think it's fun, and I think it's goofy. And on top of being fun and goofy, I think it's just neat. It's an idea. It's something. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's not gonna cause me harm. At worst, it gets me 50 views in, like, an hour worth of watch time or something. I don't know. But yeah, that's that idea. And I think it's kind of cool. But who knows? I could be an idiot. I could be dumbass. I don't want to be dumbass. Okay, today I got some hot takes. So I'm going to be letting those out. First hot take, I like Nickelback. I don't care. If you dislike Nickelback, fuck you. I like Nickelback. I like I look like a Down syndrome orangutan. But I like Nickelback. I enjoy their music. I think Hero is a banger. It's probably my favorite song of theirs. I love Hero. That part was like, I need a hero to save us. She's not gonna stand here with. That gimmick. I know I turned into Scott Stapp again and did the Monkey Man gimmick, but shut up. I like Nickelback. I think they're a good band. I like Chad Kroger's voice, so I like Nickelback. Second hot take, I like Burger King. I don't love Burger King, like, just because of the lights over there. Maybe they'll be less harmful. I don't know. But I'm not, like, a lot of people really don't like Burger King. I like Burger King. I'm not, like, gonna go out of my way. Like, I'm never gonna be like, man, I'm hungry, and there's all these options. I want Burger King more than anything else. That's never gonna happen. But, like, if I'm with Amden and we're on a road trip or whatever, and we're both hungry and we see a Burger King, I'm not one of those people who's gonna be pissed off. I like Burger King. I genuinely enjoy their food, and I think their fountain drinks bang. Like, McDonald's has, like, slapping Sprite, their Fanta slaps, and that's pretty much it. Like, they're like, brown sugar sodas aren't very good. Like, their Dr. Pepper and Coke aren't very well. But, like, Burger King, that shit slaps at Burger King. You go to Burger King and you eat a Coke, you drink that motherfucker, and you high as a bitch. That shit still got crack in it. But, like, I fuck with, I fucks with Burger King, and that's a hot take of mine. Third hot take, because I'll do 5. Third hot take? Let me think. Fuck. Do I have a third hot take, my friend? My friend. British accents aren't attractive. Like, people think British accents. Some people think British accents are incredibly attractive, and I'm not some people. I don't like British accents. I think they aren't very good. I don't think they got any like I don't think they're like, I don't outright hate a British accent, but I don't think it's attractive. Like, I can listen to a British person. I listen to a lot of British people sing. A lot of fucking good indie music and good, like, emo music is just about British people. But, like, I don't hear a British dude talk, and like, when I hear a British dude, my panties never fall off, ever. They're rarely even, like a little droplet of wetness. British people aren't Australians. That's a different conversation. Got a fourth hot take. If you have a dog and your personality becomes, I have a dog, shut the fuck up. I'm a dog person. Earlier in this episode, I talked about how much I love dogs. I do love dogs. But dog owners need to shut the fuck up. You should have a personality that would be the same without your dog. I shouldn't be able to point at you and go, yeah, that's a fucking dog owner. That's all I have. I should be able to go, yeah, Cindy has a dog, and she's also a incredible ventriloquist. You know what I mean? Bob has a dog. Bob's also a fucking great chef. You know, like, it shouldn't just be, oh yeah, that's Paul. He has a golden retriever. Anything else about him? He's named after something from the Bible, so I guess. But, like, I should have something other than you have a dog every time I think of you. Because if you're a dog owner, I love dogs too. I get it. But, like, Why is it all you fucking are? Pisses me off. And then the final hot take for today's episode. Just because you knew about a band before they were popular doesn't mean a goddamn thing. It just doesn't. Like, I get it. You listened to 21 Pilots before they were dog ass, and that's cool for you. But shut the fuck up, no one cares. I get it. You heard Roddy Ricch before The Box. Cool. I don't fucking care. Listen, I get it. You listen to fucking the Black Keys before you realized, or anyone else realized, that they were like kind of in the name, like parodying is it White? Oh, I'm bad at names. White. It's not Strings. Stripes? It might be Stripes. I don't remember. I'm really bad at band names. I'm sorry. But like, you knowing them before they like blew up and shit, I don't care. No one gives a shit. No one fucking cares. Same thing. This isn't a different hot take. It's the same thing. It's like, I've been watching this YouTuber since they had 4,000 subs. No one fucking cares. I don't give a fuck. Paul doesn't give a fuck. Cindy doesn't give a... Bob sure doesn't fucking care. He doesn't even know what YouTube is. And like... Sorry, a bug flew in my shirt and I had to fucking, but like, no one gives a shit. I promise you, a YouTuber, they appreciate you. I genuinely think so. Like, me right now, my very first subscriber on this channel was Amadon. And my very second was a random person who I've never talked to. Let's say I hit 1,000 subs, right? Number 1,000 doesn't mean more than 2. And 2 doesn't mean more than 1,000. You're both a fucking human. And then, like, bigger channels, like Jacksepticeye, for example. Number 8,300,612 means the same as 82,004. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not better than anybody for showing up earlier. And, like, when you're, like, fucking 7, I guess you can brag about that or whatever. But, like, it doesn't fucking matter. I'm about to sneeze. Don't make fun of that. I'll fucking kill you. But yeah, there's that. And that's the end of the hot takes. Hot take, this segment is over. Fuck. So, not too long ago, I made a video about coming out. And most of the comments are really nice stuff. And then there's a random comment that's no longer there. I didn't get rid of it. I don't know what happened. I went to it and saw it, and I clicked the reply button because I was going to reply to it, and it just disappeared. So I don't know what happened. I don't know if they took it down or if YouTube got rid of it for like some sort of hate speech or whatever. I don't fucking know. But the comment was gone. But it was basically just like, oh no, it is bad that you're gay. And then similarly on, I think it was an episode of the podcast where I talked about the dad stuff. And somebody commented, maybe your dad's right about you. Which I think is kind of fucked. Because my dad kind of thinks that I shouldn't live. So if he's right, that means I should die. So, but also, I didn't expect anything from it, I jokingly brought this up to my sister, and her goofy ass was like, yeah, just tell him your sister said no. So, to the person who told me my dad was right, my sister said nuh-uh. And to the person who said that I am a bad person for being gay, my sister said no. So, sorry, pal. Sorry, blood. I don't know what I'm talking about. I apologize. But that was this short segment. You're really pretty. And to end this episode, I just want to say thank you. I know this is shorter than the last episode, and I apologize. I want them to be longer, but it's already 1 a.m., and I gotta get this posted by 5, which means I have to get home, connect to internet, let it process, let it upload, all that. So I'm gonna go ahead and go do that. I'm sorry that it took me so long to make it. I wish I could make it longer, but I started recording this at 11:40. It's almost 2 o'clock. It's 1:48. Thought it said 3 and I couldn't read. But it's been a fucking minute because first the stuff in the truck, then these machines kept flipping out. Somebody across the street was staring at me and shit, and I don't like people. But sorry that this one's so short. Next week should be longer. I didn't even get to talk about everything from this week, so next week should have a lot of shit on it. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any notes, I'm always open to listening to them. If you got any segment ideas, or if you have any notes on segments of things that you think I did well and things I didn't do well, whatever, I'm always happy to hear it. So take care of yourselves, and remember to brush your fucking teeth, you dirty bitches. Take a shower, clean yourself. Make sure to rinse your hair off after you put the conditioner in, and wash your hands whenever you use the bathroom, please. Oh, and also when you're eating with, like, silverware, don't bite the metal, because that's, like, not, like, obviously bite it to get your food, but, like, don't bite the metal, it's bad for your teeth. Last couple notes, whenever you cover up, remember to cover your feet up, because if they get super cold, and then you bring them in, and you accidentally touch your, like, calf with them, you might freak out. And I think the last note I can give on that is, when you make a ham and cheese sandwich, don't forget the cheese, because then you're just biting ham, and at that point you should just go out to a farm and fuck a pig, you weirdo. So, love y'all.
I love you, Bubba.